Rahul Gandhi.
Rocket just doesn't take off despite being launched many times.
Yogi Adityanath.
Completely changed Uttar Pradesh and brought pride to being a person in UP.
Tej Pratap Yadav.
I don't think he even matters.
Akhilesh Yadav.
A lot of noise but no substance, except having 4 or 5 members of his family fight the election in their best areas, the only areas where they have any modicum of hope of even coming second. Mumbai is my place of birth. मेरी जन्मभूमि भी है, कर्मभूमि भी है और सदैव रहेगी. You don't know how much I used to miss the pav bhaji and misal pav over here. Vada pav is a hot favorite, but sometimes too hot to eat. In fact, the Honorable Prime Minister also likes vada pav. At the macro level, we are all totally aligned with the Prime Minister's vision to make India a developed and a prosperous nation by 2047, when we celebrate 100 years of independence. We are committed to working in the Amrit Kal from now until 2047.
The Bharatiya Janata Party has started its campaign trail across the country, and meanwhile Republic TV has reached in Mumbai to track one of the important seat and in fact one of the important candidate. Guess what? Piyush Goyal, the Union Minister, is with us. Welcome to Republic TV, Piyush ji. Back to Bombay?
Always in Bombay. Mumbai is my place of birth. मेरी जन्मभूमि भी है, कर्मभूमि भी है और सदैव रहेगी.
कॉलेज के दोस्तों ने फोन किया कि नहीं आपको?
इनफैक्ट अभी बाहर बैठे बैठे भी फोन आ चुका है. मेरे नेबर थे मुंबई में, जिनसे कई दिनों से बात नहीं हुई थी, तो उन्होंने कहा कि भाई अभी बताओ क्या काम करना है, हमको कैसे मदद करनी है. तो मुंबई तो बचपन से ही घर यहीं है और स्वाभाविक है, जब कोई एमपी बनता है तो 6 महीने तो पार्लियामेंट चलती है, ही हैज टू बी इन दिल्ली. कोई मंत्री बनता है तो थोड़ा समय अधिक लगता है, बट होम इज होम एंड delighted to spend more time in home.
Enjoying this place, in fact, more than before.
Absolutely. You don't know how much I used to miss the pav bhaji and misal pav over here.
Well, definitely, indeed, now you've been given a ticket from this very place, and Mumbai North is something that we consider that which is known as Bharatiya Janata Party bastion, in fact, and Gopal Shetty has been working here. How have been you engaged with the local people out here, your party workers out here? Because, investment banker, gold medalist in law and CA, in fact, and politician, Rajya Sabha, and then now this time you're contesting election. I believe this is the first time. Nervous hain kya aap?
Not at all. It's such a joy. And we are enjoying the whole process. 40 years I have been working for the party and have fought so many elections for others. Mostly on the campaign trail as a campaign manager. In fact, I handled L.K. Advaniji's first election which he ever fought in 1989. And he was about the same age as me at that time. And I think the only difference is when you handle an election from outside and somebody else is the candidate, your thinking is quite different. And you're all the time wondering, why is the candidate asking this? Why is the candidate doing this? When you become a candidate yourself, the candidate's psychology is now better understood by me. So I'm grateful to the Prime Minister for giving me this opportunity.
Usually, what happens sometimes is when you're in Parliament, you raise issues which are, having an importance of national, which have a national value, which have national issues. But ultimately, when you go into your constituency, you have different issue. People are like having trouble with their, with their home issues, और किसी को गली के issues हैं, किसी को नाले के issue हैं. ऐसी समस्याएं जब आपके पास आती है, तो how do you deal with that? आप इन सारी चीजों से कैसे डील करते हैं? मान लीजिए आप तो अपने प्रचार में बिजी हैं और अचानक एक ऐसा व्यक्ति आ जाता है, अरे मेरा नाला जो है वो भरा हुआ है पीयूष जी, मैं परेशान हूं. हाउ you deal with this spontaneously?
The Prime Minister has taught us that everything, big or small, which can help any other person should be done. Prime Minister himself comes from a very humble background, and therefore you find that deep sensitivity, that empathy for the rest of the country and the people of India deeply embedded in Prime Minister Modi. And I think some of it has rubbed off on all of us. So I can assure you that the BJP, which is today the world's largest political party, has leaders and workers at every level. The Member of Parliament has certain responsibilities, the MLAs have certain areas of work, the corporators have certain domain. But when we all work as a team, along with lakhs of party karyakartas in each area, then we become a force multiplier for each other. And therefore, the people can be rest assured that 24/7 we will be there to serve the people. And serving the North Mumbai constituency is national service. And national service will help the people of North Mumbai. It is very natural.
You find this constituency or you find this election challenging for you? Because this is something, earlier you used to campaign for others. Now it is...
As a Mumbaikar, it's very seamless. Anybody who's lived in Mumbai is going to love eating idli dosa in a Udupi restaurant. Anybody who lives in Mumbai understands...
You're not taking vada pav name, in fact. You're not mentioning vada pav.
I think I mentioned it a little earlier. You missed out on it.
Okay, no.
Okay, and misal pav, you're right. Vada pav is a hot favorite, but sometimes too hot to eat. In fact, the Honorable Prime Minister also likes vada pav a lot. As I was saying, it's very natural for somebody who's been a Mumbaikar all his life to seamlessly get into the flow of things any part of Mumbai. But most importantly, this area used to be almost barren land. It's got habitated only in the last 30-35 years as we see it today. From the least density of population, today it is the highest density. So I've taken it upon myself that we will make this the best part of Mumbai to live in. उत्तर मुंबई को उत्तम मुंबई बनाने का हमने संकल्प ले लिया है. And all of us together in public life and the citizens of this area are going to work towards making this dream a reality.
Piyush, we have seen you as in finance. We saw you as in railway as well. Now you are having textile, consumer, many more. In fact, कभी-कभी ऐसा लगता है मोदी जी के पास कुछ एक्स्ट्रा भार आ जाता है तो वो भी आपको दे दिया जाता है. आने वाले दिनों में what do you want to do? Because I'm asking this question out of curiosity. I met Nitin Gadkari as well. Nitin ji, so he has a lot of
भारतीय जनता पार्टी में हम सब कार्यकर्ता हैं. At different points of time, we all get different responsibilities. And I think this prerogative is best left to the Honorable Prime Minister, who knows what is good for the country. And as a loyal soldier of the party, whatever the Honorable Prime Minister tells me and decides for me, and the party decides, will be a privilege for me to do.
What is your vision? What does Piyush Goyal, wishes to do for people, or what does he thinks that if he comes to power, or he on the personal level wants to make changes in the society?
I think at the macro level, we are all totally aligned with the Prime Minister's vision to make India a developed and a prosperous nation by 2047, when we celebrate 100 years of independence. We are committed to working in the Amrit Kal from now until 2047 for eliminating poverty in the country, making sure that everybody gets food, clothing, shelter, electricity, water, digital connectivity, good roads to their homes, healthcare, education. This should be available to every child born in India. And we want to make sure that the children of tomorrow are empowered with skills, with talent, with education, with capabilities and opportunities to make a good living and aspire for the better and bigger things of life. चाहे वो गरीब कल्याण हो, चाहे वो सुशासन की बात हो, चाहे नारी शक्ति को और सम्मान देने की बात हो, किसान हमारे अन्नदाताओं को भरपूर अवसर मिले, हमारे युवा युवतियों को the young generation gets opportunities for jobs in government, in private sector, to do business, to do trade, to be entrepreneurs, to be startups, to be exporters. The potential is huge, and in 10 years Prime Minister Modi has made a solid foundation and made India the envy of the world with a stable economy, very decisive and strong, honest leadership, inclusive and sustainable growth and development with जिसको हम समावेशी विकास कहते हैं. 25 crore people have been brought out of poverty. No man had to ever sleep hungry, even during the worst times of COVID. Nobody was denied a COVID vaccine free of charge. I mean, the amount of work Prime Minister Modi has done for this country, we are at the cusp of taking this country to ever greater heights.
Opposition have totally different ideas and different thoughts that you're saying. In fact, we heard Rahul Gandhi as well, the way he disrespectfully, in fact, addressed Prime Minister.
Two comments to make. One, obviously, what else did you expect from the opposition? Particularly an opposition which is so much involved in family politics and appeasement politics and corruption that they are more busy protecting their family and their heirs, protecting each other for the corruption that they have done in the past, or in appeasement of few certain sets of citizens, either on the basis of caste, creed, religion, language. For the opposition, dividing the country is their agenda. For Prime Minister Modi, uniting the people of India, what he said in the Panch Pran, देश की एकता और एकजुटता, that is his priority. You heard the comment of Honorable MP Suresh from Karnataka, his brother of Deputy Chief Minister, and he says the southern states will have to consider separating from the rest of India. I mean, there cannot be anything more dastardly, anything more obnoxious than that comment. And my own sense is that the opposition also doesn't know where it's headed. I think Pinarayi Vijayan has made enough charitable comments about Mr. Rahul Gandhi and completely exposed him for the fake leadership that Rahul Gandhi is giving. And so has Rahul Gandhi ji given enough comments about his own India Alliance partners, whether it is CPI, CPM or the entire Kerala leadership. Similarly, in Bengal, the so-called India Alliance has collapsed, they are fighting with each other. In Punjab, they have collapsed, they are fighting with each other. Yesterday we saw Mr. Lovely, the Delhi chief of Congress, resign. 3 days back we saw Mr. Naseem, the Maharashtra Congress leader, resign. We have today heard that Indore also their candidate realized that Prabhu Shri Ram का मंदिर जिसने बनाया है उन्हीं को वापस लाना है, जो राम को लाए हैं हम उनको ही लाएंगे,
उनको लेके आएंगे. लेकिन now you just mentioned about Ram Mandir. There's a lot of talks about Mathura and Kashi. What do you know?
I have a guarantee that Honorable Prime Minister has come out with his vision for India at 2047. मोदी की गारंटी पूरी होगी और मोदी जी जब कोई गारंटी करते हैं तो पूरी होने की गारंटी भी उसके साथ ही आती है.
महाराष्ट्र की अगर बात करें, if we talk about Maharashtra, we have Sharad Pawar, we have Uddhav Thackeray, we have, we saw a huge turmoil in the state of Maharashtra in the recent 2 years. There was a government, In fact, they came to power and they broke up with you and they made a different government. Now again there was a split and then a lot of things happened in the state of Maharashtra. How do you see such kind of politics happening in Maharashtra? And in fact, there are opposition party in Maharashtra who claim that Maharashtra will not tolerate the break and make politics that BJP is doing.
Let's be very clear about it. The Shiv Sena was with us for a short period of time in their greed for power. Uddhav Thackeray broke the alliance with the BJP. He had won the Lok Sabha seats and the MLA seats in the Vidhan Sabha on the back of Prime Minister Modi's popularity and because of the combined strength of BJP and Shiv Sena. But for his personal ambition and greed for power, he broke the alliance, joined hands with the arch enemies of the Shiv Sena, joined hands with the Congress, which is totally against Sanatan Dharam, joined hands with the Congress, which his father and he had always criticized, joined hands with the party with which Balasaheb Thackeray ji had said that I will rather wind up Shiv Sena than ever align with the Congress. He broke all the promises made to the people. The election was fought announcing that Devendra Fadnavis will be the chief minister. With Uddhav Thackeray ji sitting on stage, many times this had been announced. He never objected. His greed for power has got exposed. The entire Shiv Sena, except a few, 1 or 2 MPs and a few MLAs, everybody is with Eknath Shinde ji. That is the Shiv Sena. Now there is a small splinter group called Ubata, which he leads only to try and install his own son as the future heir of the Shiv Sena. Similarly, the entire NCP is with the popular leader of NCP. So the real NCP is Ajit Pawar ji. There is a small splinter group where Sharad Pawar ji is trying to save his daughter Supriya Sule ji. Now those splinter groups can try and make very, very sad comments. But the people of Maharashtra have sympathy with Devendra Fadnavis. They sympathize with the way Eknath Shinde ji was treated. They sympathize with the fact that they were let down. They had voted for Prime Minister Modi's leadership, and that is evident because after all 13 MPs left are with Eknath Shinde ji. They left the hands of Uddhav Thackeray because they realized that the real Shiv Sena strength is with the BJP. So I think we have very clear picture in Maharashtra.
How many seats you expect?
Clean sweep in Maharashtra. The people of Maharashtra want Prime Minister to be Narendra Modi. They want the Mahayuti to succeed so that a double engine government can serve the people of Maharashtra.
All right, we are getting into a final round of questioning, or we can say it is a rapid fire. I'll just name few leaders and you have to just comment about them. I'll start with Devendra Fadnavis.
Brilliant.
Rahul Gandhi.
Rocket just doesn't take off despite being launched many times.
Yogi Adityanath.
Completely changed Uttar Pradesh and brought pride to being a person in UP.
Tej Pratap Yadav.
I don't think he even matters.
Akhilesh Yadav.
A lot of noise but no substance, except having 4 or 5 members of his family fight the election in their best areas, the only areas where they have any modicum of hope of even coming second.
Sharad Pawar.
I wish he had thought about the nation and the party's interests rather than just his daughter and actually killed the entire strength of his family name.
Aditya Thackeray.
Well, the less said the better because he's a factory of fake news and nothing beyond that.
Thank you so much for talking to us, Piyush Goyal, and in fact behind me is also there Modi ki guarantee. The placards are there in fact, and that's what he says, that the Bharatiya Janata Party leaders and the candidates are fighting on the Modi's guarantee, and they hope and in fact they are confident that this time they will have a clean sweep in Maharashtra and also in the country. With video journalist needed, Sandeep Singh for Public TV.